welcome back to this podcast, and I trust you are all good. And I welcome you into a new year, and I hope you have a wonderful year. So going straight into our episode, we'll be discussing patience. Patience. I'm sure most of us have an understanding about the word patience. Well, we'll be elaborating more on the word patience in this episode and how it can improve you as an individual, especially in your Geico journey. We'll be drawing out the understanding from this definition of patience, which says patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. Patience is an attractive nature, everybody knows that. Like, you cannot just say patient person and you won't just kind of fall in love with that kind of personality. It's a big attractive human value. So basically, patience is a Geico. It improves the relationship with others, and it takes more than physical strength to be patient. You can have all the muscle in the world and you might not be patient. But I even think, why growing the muscle? You would have learned the art of patience already, because if there's one thing working out has helped me to evolve into, it helped me become more patient, kind of, because I know everything requires a process and it's gradual. So I kind of learned that through working out. So even if you have a big body, you should have understood the concept already of being patient. But well, it takes more than physical strength to be patient, and especially one you are not even sure about. We are most anxious in such situations, like sometimes whenever you have this kind of feeling like probably you are expecting a job or someone promised you something and the day is due, and in your mind you're like, if this person had me in mind, he should have done this, should have done that. You don't even know what the hell is wrong with the person. But in that moment, your patience is being tested, and it's how you actually react that defines who you are. And if it defines who you are, it doesn't stop there. It's now left to you for you to realize, this is who I am. How can I improve and become a better version of myself? And it's very also comforting to be patient, especially in tight situations. Like, imagine that kind of feeling, like the whole world is burning and you don't give a fuck because probably you have tolerance or whatever. But the thing is, being patient gives you this kind of comfort. First of all, it eliminates doubt from your mind. The doubt will even come, like, I'm not sure there's a way to run away from that to come, but it's left to you to like, it's my time to be patient. Things will pan out well. But if you're under pressure every time, you can barely be patient, and most times we are often impatient in situations we can't change. Like, what can you do to change the situation? Nothing. Then why are you fucking impatient? You just need to calm your nerves and find a way around things. But I just think the only thing we can actually do to improve our patience level is to have it in mind naturally that whatever obstacle comes to you, you are going to cross them no matter what. Because there is the lion's heart. And let me tell you this, any situation that comes to you is just embedded in your time frame. Like, if you're not alive, just imagine that situation will not come to you. That means the situation came to you for you to go through that process. And sometimes being impatient can just make you make the wrong decisions, do the wrong things, devalue yourself, and a lot of things like that. So having that in mind that they're just embedded in your lifetime, one day they'll go past. And honestly, rushing things really gets us off balance. Imagine footballers. Look at the countless mistakes some footballers make in a game. Why? And that's because their sport is a high intensity sport. It requires going back and forth. Assuming they were to play in their calmest moment, you will realize how beautiful each player could play. But because now the pressure is high, you need to run. On most occasions they make mistakes. That's why in football you see anything can happen, because a pressure moment. There's players that are good. Those that have this decisive finish. I'm a sport lover, that's why I'm digressing. And I think it would be a cool way for me to explain through that. So now, players that are kind of patient before they try to score. Who would I use for example? Probably I'll use Messi. When he wants to score and you feel he's about to play short and he just chips it over, patiently, with no stress. You can see that level of performance. That's because he mastered patience with his football, because I really watch. I'm not his fan though, but I watch most of his training and everything. And what I just noticed is that this guy is patient with every little bit of things he's doing, and that makes him understand this thing more than other footballers out there. Well, the best way you can be patient with things is by doing something else. Like, if you're in a rush, you're trying to fix something now, and probably the job requires you being patient when there's absolutely nothing you can do. So in that moment, it's just advisable for you to find something else doing. We have a lot of hobbies. I'm not sure there's a person who has only one single hobby, or probably has only one fun thing to do. There are different fun things to do. Get out of that space, play games, do anything, talk to someone. Just try to fill up that time, because while filling up that time, you prepare yourself again better to face that challenge next time. So patience is a big value, bro. And whenever you're in a rush, you're playing football now, that's a pressure moment, you just take a deep breath and remind yourself to be patient. as long as you are consciously reminding yourself to be patient, you are getting closer to your patience. As long as you're reminding yourself to be patient constantly, your issue is solved, like halfway solved already. Sometimes you can be verbally confronted by a person. If you're not patient, you might choose your words wrongly. Imagine going to an argument with someone, like out of the blue, the argument just came out. Probably you guys are just discussing and you're just sharing your opinion, and the energy just erupted, came out bad. You guys start arguing. If you're not patient enough, first of all, you might not hear the details that will be spilling out of the person you're arguing with. And second of all, you might not be able to choose your word rightly. Imagine saying things that will damage you guys' relationship when you guys have a long way to go. But as per you're not patient, you don't give a fuck. You don't even know how to read your words in your mind. So you just spew shit out and probably ruin your relationship. And if it's a relationship you value very much, then you could have lost a gem in that process. So it's always advisable to be patient in whatever situation. I'm not saying you should be a dullard or probably you being weak. It's just for you to know when to do things at the right time. It's not every time you just try to be cool and confident and try to attack anyone who tries to attack you. Sometimes you just need wisdom, and I think that's what patience adds also. It gives you this feeling like, oh, try to be wise and calm. Although some people use it wrongly though, because it's not like their minds are running and thinking right. They just don't know what to say. So in that sense, you're not being patient. You're just clearly dumb. Also, being patient attracts others to you, as we said earlier. And remember, patience is a virtue. In the guy code journey, it's a you versus you competition. You're not competing with anyone. You versus you every second. It means you gotta be better with every of these episodes you listen on this show. Add patience to your personality as now and thank me later. It's a pleasure sharing this with you guys. And you can follow us on IG. Our IG handle is Guy Code Podcast. You can follow us on there. And also remember to share to someone who needs to listen to this.